following exercises are the core exercises part of your level 3 exercise guide. For this, you may need a mat or something comfortable underfoot. Okay. First exercise is the tummy squeeze. So we're going to come into a lying position. Take your time coming into a lying position. So ensure that the shoulders, back, hips and heels are in contact with the floor, heels up towards your bum. As you lay, you may find that you have a natural arch to your lower back. To perform this exercise, we want to tilt the pelvis under, tilt the hips under, flatten the lower back towards the mat or the surface, and squeeze those tummy muscles. Hold for a few seconds, as much as feels comfortable for you, and then slowly relax. Allow the pelvis to tilt back. Again, repeat this exercise by tilting the pelvis under, draw the ribs towards the hips, squeeze those tummy muscles, and relax. Again, draw the ribs down, tilt the pelvis under, flatten the back towards the surface, squeeze those tummy muscles, and relax. The next exercise is the standing wood chop. For this exercise, you will need your resistance band. You want to stand on the resistance band like so, making sure that it's securely fastened underfoot. Hold the band by the handle with both hands. Sitting your hips back into it in a crouch position, back straight throughout. As you stand, you want to rotate up through the core, bringing your arms up to shoulder height. Slight pause before you return back to that crouching position. The motion that we're trying to achieve here is rotation through the core in a slow and controlled manner. Hands come down to the knee and then up to the shoulder height, out to the side. Once you've completed one set to one side, you'll then need to swap sides, complete the same amount of repetitions to the other. Same as before, making sure that the band is secured under your feet. Starting in crouch position with your hands next to your knees. Gently rotate through the core, bringing the arms up to shoulder height. Twisting in a slow and controlled manner. Allow your head, your gaze to follow your arms, your hands as you go. So the next exercise I'm going to demonstrate is the glute bridge. Again, you need to come into a lying position for this. Heels up towards your bum. Take your time as you get into position. In a comfortable lying position, again, flatten your back towards the surface. Driving up through the heels, you want to extend your hips up towards the ceiling. Slight pause at the top. Slowly lower down under control. Again, repeat that movement, flattening your lower back towards the floor. Lifting up through the heels, lifting your hips towards the ceiling. The height at which you can lift your hips is determined by how comfortable you feel performing the exercise. At the top of the movement, you want to squeeze, engage the glute muscles. The next exercise is the dead bug. Okay? Again, this exercise is performed in lying. This is quite a challenging exercise, so if you do feel that this is too much for you at this moment in time, please see the variations in the level 2 videos. Again, come into a lying position. To start, again, we want to engage the core muscles by flattening the back, lower back towards the surface as we elevate the heels. Knees over the hips, ankles high, bring your hands at chest up in front of you. With alternate leg and hand or arm, extend out to a comfortable position. If full extension is difficult for you, you can reduce this range of motion. As you perform the exercise, transition through them slowly, alternating as you go, ensuring the lower back is flat against the floor the entire time. The next exercise is the bird dog. Again, this is quite a challenging exercise, so if you do struggle with this one, please see the exercise as part of the level 2 videos. There is a few variations in there that you may find easier at this time. To perform the exercise, you want to come up into a kneeling position, tabletop position, so hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. You want to extend the opposite arm and opposite leg out, slight pause, and then return to the start and alternate. As we perform the movement, draw the belly in towards the spine, so belly button in, abs tight, ensuring the control around the core throughout. Again, maintain that comfortable breath as you slowly transition through the exercise. The next exercise is the Pallof press. For this exercise, you will need a sturdy anchor point, such as a table leg, door handle, or chair. If you don't have that available to you, you can also use a family member to hold the resistance band for you like so. Okay, so standing tall, soft knees, slight bend in the knees. Bring the resistance band at chest height in front of you. Grasping the band firmly at the handles, extend the arms out in front, and then return to the start position. Stay strong through the core. You will get the sensation that the band wants to pull you towards your anchor point or family member. Do try to resist that by staying strong through the core muscles. Once you've completed one set to one side, you'll want to ask your family member to change sides, or you yourself turn around. Again, holding the band at chest height comfortably and firmly, extend the arms out in front and then back towards you. Again, resist that motion of the band to pull you towards the anchor point or family member by staying strong through the core. Tall, upright posture, breathing comfortably. So the next exercise is knee rolls. Again, you want to come into a lying position. So take your time to get into position. And again, you will want to flatten your lower back towards the floor or the surface as you perform this exercise. Legs together. You can have your arms out for a bit of additional support, but make sure your shoulders stay in contact with the mat or the surface throughout. Slowly lower your legs down to one side to a comfortable range, and then bring them back up to center. Again, slowly lower down to the opposite side and return to center. Each time pausing back up at the top before you lower down to the other side. The range at which you go to when you perform this movement is entirely up to you. That's entirely what you're comfortable with. The last exercise within the core exercise as part of level 3 is the ab bridge or the plank. So there's two variations to this exercise. I will show you the easier variation and then you can progress it on as you feel more comfortable. To perform this exercise, we want to be in a lying position. Elbows positioned directly underneath the shoulders. The 2 points of contact here as we perform the exercise are elbows and knees. Keeping the shoulders and hips level, we want to come up into a rising position, lifting the hips off the floor. Hold for as long as you feel comfortable and then return to the start. If you do wish to make this exercise more challenging, you can increase the duration of the pause at the top, ensuring that you're breathing comfortably throughout, relaxing down after each one. Again, once you feel quite confident and competent at this exercise, you can increase the difficulty. So 2 points of contact this time, elbows and toes. So curling the toes under, keeping the shoulders and hips level as you rise. Again, holding that position. Again, the time at which you hold the position at the top is up to you. And again, increasing that duration of the hold will make that more difficult. The aim with this exercise is trying to work up to a point at which your exercise specialist has advised, increasing the number of seconds possible. So that concludes the core exercises in your level 3 exercise guide. I'd like to now direct you to the cool down where you can also stretch off.